Good morning, dear students. Today, what we are going to do, we are going to have our this session for the bar graph. Now, I think last day I have already told you what is a bar graph and what are the types of things or items that we are going to do or calculate in a bar graph. Now, once again, we just remind what we have already learned. You see that when any data is shown in the form of bars which are rectangular in shape having same thickness on a graph paper, these are termed as bar graph. Now if you watch this particular bar graph, you can see that each of the bars are of equal thickness. There is no shift in thickness if we move from one bar to the second to the third to the fourth. So all the bars are of equal thickness and they are rectangular in shape. Now let us move to the question. As you can see, this is a bar graph representing types of music along the horizontal axis or the sleeping line and number of students along the vertical axis or the standing line. Now, what we need to do, we need to find out answers to certain questions. These things, when you grow up or reach to higher classes or go for higher studies, you will face in entrance exam. These are called data interpretation. The pictograph is also a form of data interpretation. Now, the first question, find the number of students interested in each type of music. As you can see, there are four types of music: hip hop, classical, rock, and jazz. So, you need to find how many students prefer hip hop, how many prefer classical, how many prefer rock, and how many prefer jazz. If this question is not asked, still I would advise or suggest you that you find them out during any bar graph calculation based sums. Why? These would be helpful to you when you go to the next questions. Now, uh, I have kept the video over here and you can take a screenshot before you start solving as the questions are given on the next page. Okay. Now, question number B, which is the most and least favorite type of music? Now, if we come to the bar graph, here very well you can see the tallest bar represent the most favorite and the shortest bar represent the least favorite. I am not giving you any type of answers, but a hint is that whenever you consider them, the most favorite is the tallest bar and the least favorite is the rock. That means shortest bar. Find how many students like jazz than rock. See that whenever any comparison based sum you have to do, you must know the values of the respective type of items or music or whatever it may be. So first of all, if you have calculated how many like jazz, you have got a value, and how many like rock, you have also got a value. So what you can do, you have to compare them. Compare them means in order to find how many students like jazz than rock, what you have to do, subtraction. Okay. Coming to question number D. Find the total number of students surveyed. This is also a common question in each type of bar graph that you are coming across. So what you need to do is find out how many liked hip hop, how many like classical, how many like rock, how many like jazz, and then you sum up the values. This will give you the total number of students that were surveyed. I think our question number 1, that is based on this particular bar graph, is almost understandable to you. Now, students, last day as I was telling you, bar graph can be either horizontal or vertical. So the last graph was vertical bar graph. This is a horizontal bar graph. Do not get confused by their shape. See that here also they are represented in the form of bars or rectangles with equal thickness in each of the bars, but their orientation is only different. You don't need to think, means that do not think that this is a very difficult sum. You just go through the idea that the values are given over here in the horizontal form, and I am going to read them in this manner. This is a new form to you, but if you start learning, this will be helpful to you. Now, here there are total 6 items: binder, notebook, highlighter, folder, crayon, clipboard. And these are the, suppose we think it is a weekly requirement in a school or institution. So, you have to answer the questions based upon this particular bar graph. Okay. Now we move to the next page. The first question is, find the number of each item bought in a week. Now what we are going to do, what we will do, see that each of the items, their counting is also given to you for the binder, for the notebook. So for each of the items we will find out their counting. In what numbers they are required, that thing we will find out. Now we move to the second question. Find the sum of all items bought in a week. Now, after finding out the respective numbers for each of the type of item, you add them up. Suppose I have got 2 items or 3 items and their counting is 5, 4 and 3. So what I will do, I will just add up 5, 4 and 3 and get 12 in that. That is total number of items, taking all the 3 types of items, I am getting is 12. Now coming to the third question, find the most and least bought item. If you come over here, you can get a very brief and better idea that by seeing only you can identify which is bought most and which is bought least. And the final question from this graph is, name 2 items that are bought equal in numbers in the week. So again, coming to that graph, what you will need to do, you just see if any 2 items are present over here that are bought in same quantity. You have to name those 2 particular items that are bought in same quantity, and then your answer would be done. So 4, 4, 8 questions. These are the 8 questions that we will be doing based on today's classwork. Thank you, students. First of all, one thing just I want to remind you that whenever you are doing this bar graph, that particular bar chart, either you can take a screenshot of it and insert it, or in the form of, as I told you, you can draw the bar graph. Choice is yours. But please write the questions and then provide the answers, because since this is a video lesson, if you write the questions and then provide the answers, it's better for you also and for the teacher also. Okay, then the serial number of the questions can easily be maintained. And after solving them, I think it will be published the next day. We'll just send them for checking to the respective teachers. Thank you, students.